Okay, so today I try to do this experiment of trying out a very old Kubuntu version and what's this? So I'm actually rather impressed, like as soon as you click in kickoff, like I can recognize this is kickoff and the apps are kind of those. If I go into systems, I can get K Info Center, and that tells me that I'm currently running KDE SC, I don't know what's that, version 4.8. So this is a super old KDE. Now it's called KDE Plasma, but back then it was KDE. And I mean, let's actually try how this is to use. So the design is, I mean, this is Oxygen, and if we open up system settings, we should see that somewhere. Desktop workspace appearance, I guess. Oxygen, yes. Desktop theme, it's Air, right? And I could actually switch to Oxygen. What's the difference? Yeah, this looks like the same but darker. Okay, so what's going on? So we have kickoff here, and in here we've got the show activities. And where did this widget go? This actually looks very cool. This became the sidebar. Okay, so this actually became the left sidebar, but having a button to open this up was very nice. And we add like activities by default out of the box, which is interesting. We're missing digicam. Okay, that's interesting though. Let's switch to new activity. In here we've got show desktop. Okay. And then we've got the system tray, which looks, well, completely different. Okay, so the system tray is just this, and we've got like just this. Where did everything of the system tray go? It's so different from what we have nowadays. This kind of looks like more similar to what we have. A lot of hovering animations. We have the clock, which is much more closer to what we have currently. Okay, that makes sense. And then there's this button, which is the panel toolbox, which actually allows to customize the panel. And surprisingly, this looks exactly like it is nowadays. We've got still hide, which we drag and drop. Wow, this is rather clean. This looks exactly like it's now. We've got add widgets, more settings, which is a vertical pull-up. This is just incredibly similar. Screen edge, we can actually move this around like nowadays, and we can move this around by drag and dropping them just like this. And what is rather impressive is that I've just rewritten the code for the panel. So the code that I've just rewritten was already there in KDE 4.8. So hadn't been touched in a long time. There's also this big new activity button that doesn't actually open up a new activity. This is actually the name of the activity, I mean. Okay, it's rather confusing to have an activity which is called new activity and then display it here. It looks like it's a button to create a new activity. It's not. We've got this toolbox with the options to add another panel, add widgets. Do we have the sidebar? Okay, it's not a sidebar. So KDE Plasma 5 apparently switched everything to a sidebar, both the widgets and the activities one. Makes sense. And we can just drag and drop like this. It works. It also has a very nice animation. This looks just like it is nowadays. There seems to be a bug. This is too wide. Okay. This looks basically identical. Let's actually also remove this one. So in here we've got the usual red stuff. Can we change the wallpaper? Okay, it's impressive that this is exactly what we have nowadays. So this didn't change at all. Can we do a gradient? First color, second color, current mode, radial. This amazingly ugly. Okay, I'm such a good designer. This looks decent. And we've got kickoff that actually looks like kickoff. What's this button? This is the user. No, this is actually Kubuntu Reconc. Okay, that makes sense. What's the Reconc? Some old browser. So we've got Dolphin, which is still Dolphin, and it looks like Dolphin. Extra packages can be installed to enhance the functionalities for Reconc web browser. I had never heard of Reconc. Okay, thank you. But Dolphin is still Dolphin. And we still have a split view. Okay, so that was already there. Do we have tabs already? Like this? Yes, we've got tabs. And we've got this one. Okay, so there is everything you would expect really out of Dolphin. And there's already the menu bar. The menu bar is here already. I thought the menu bar was recent. Apparently it's not. Like Dolphin has always had a menu bar, and the icon was not a menu bar, but there's range. Wow. And find looks like it's exactly, how it looks nowadays. We got network, the root folder, trash, blah blah blah. So this is just Dolphin. Can we actually already edit the toolbar? Configure toolbars, yes, and it looks exactly like nowadays. Nice. Quit. What else do we have here? We've got contact. Last time I tried to open this up, it didn't work, and we've got look at this. I love this. Why don't we have this anymore? Look at this. By hovering, we can switch between the notification that it's currently shown, and that's such a nice animation. Okay, it broke, but still, nonetheless, super nice. I like this. Can we get this back? When we have a lot of notifications, we could like put them one behind another and then just do on-over animations. Can we add an event? Let's try. This is emails. This is journal. This is to-do list. Calendar. Okay, let's add an event today. Try out KDE 4. Apply. Okay, so we don't have any event. Where did it go? Hello, new event. Still no event, so maybe it's broken. I don't know. Just for some reason, personal calendar was disabled. Okay. Can we see this in... do we actually see this one in the clock? Where did the clock go? Did I remove the clock? Where is the clock? Let's add back. Analog clock, binary. Eyes? What's eyes? Okay, let's try this out, and let's try also the... Wow, I didn't know we had this. So we had eyes. Okay. And in here, we don't have the event for some reason. Okay. Fine, I guess. Let's put the clock. Why don't... Hey, this is broken. I cannot drag and drop stuff inside of the panel. Okay, let's remove this. I'm gonna keep the eyes because obviously. What other settings do we have here? Mouse actions. Oh, so we had this already, of course. Super customizable as KDE is. System settings. Let's give a look to how system settings. So we've got Air and Air for netbooks. What's the difference between the two? Is this some lighter kind of version? Maybe without any transparency? No, there's no transparency anyway. The splash screen, this looks like... I mean, look at this. This is the splash screen. Blur using super old looking icons. This is wow. And by the way, if you go see the others, we've got at least Nuno and Marcon, who I recognize the name of. I've got some... I don't know if I remember like Ricardo. I think I read something, but I don't remember right now. We've got some oxygen, and the window decorations we've got, of course, plastic, which is still here for some reason. And of course, system settings main page is completely different. So the change to this new look of having a sidebar was applied later on, apparently. So this is completely different. What can we actually customize? So application, we've got the style, okay, which can be anything, okay. Colors. This is a pretty icon for colors though. We don't have a dark mode out of the box, if not like this one. Let's try. Okay, but it looks nice. I like it. Icons, we've got oxygen, and we already had JDK appearance, so nice. Window behavior, the task switcher. Okay, so there is less stuff, but what is here was mostly left unchanged, except for this one died. Nepomuk. I remember like reading about Nepomuk, but it's not there anymore. Now we have Baloo. Desktop effects, what do we have here? we've got a list of effects just like we have nowadays, with kind of the same effects as well, which is interesting. The checkboxes seem disabled and advanced for compositing. Okay. Desktop options. Okay. And I mean, this actually looks, I just cannot believe this was the actual volume slider. And then there's this mixer, which is a separate application. I mean, the new volume applet is so good though. And kickoff is still kickoff. It's a nice, actually there are a lot of nice animations here and there. You can see this one here, but there was also this one, which is nice. I mean, I thought it was going to be worse, but most of the stuff that is here was actually left unchanged. And the only thing that really surprised me are like this activity sidebar, which is toggled directly from the panel. That's impressive. So what do you think of Plasma 4.8? Were you using it back then, or are you like me, that somebody who joined for like KDE Plasma 5.12?